Hello, students. My name is John Cowan, instructors of math here at HCU. Today I'm going to be beginning you on your journey through Math 1305, Math Critical Theory. This course is a survey of a lot of math topics, including sets, logic, probability, statistics, money management. It's going to cover a wide array of math topics, some more abstract, practical. Get a pretty comprehensive survey of some of the different math college. The first half of this course is a little more abstract and deals with principles that might be a little new to you in the math world. One of those examples, this is our textbook down below, sets. Sets might feel a little abstract, like a list of elements. Right here, set of a fork, knife, spoon. It might not feel like you're doing math. It might feel like you're doing some listing or some other type of thing, but it's the foundation of all abstract topics are going to really help you shore up your math future in this class and in college. The second half of this course is way more practical and deals with elements like money management, probability, statistics, things that people use and that you would see every day, job site, the real world, working your budget, working your finances, making decisions that you need to make, like leasing or buying cars or homes, credit card, interest, all sorts of things that I see and you will see every day in the real world. So those are the two types of math that we have in this class. First, abstract. The second, way more practical. Both are really important. I want to go through some important tips for success in this class. You can see on the screen, I have the textbook already pulled up. We have an online textbook. It is, click right here, Contemporary Mathematics, published by OpenStax. You can access this if you just go to Google. You can access this by just typing in OpenStax. Type in OpenStax into Google. And if you click on the link, go to subjects, math, you can look for contemporary math. Open up the book. This link will also be provided in Canvas as well, along with in every section that you work, it has a link to the book in the chapter you're but if you get a little confused and can't find it, the textbook is always available and it's always free. So you can find it, and if you're having trouble getting to it, because it's going to be really, really important, reach out to your instructor. Textbook looks a lot like this. Table of contents is going to get you to each section. Your homeworks and your test numbers are going to match up with the sections of the book. So for instance, if you have a homework 1.1, it's going to be over basic set concepts, which is 1.1 textbook. It's really, really important for you to read through the textbook before you attempt the homework. Textbook sections are not that long. I'll show you, for instance, there's a few practice problems that you could work on your own. Write a set consisting of four small hand tools. Then there's some other examples where they give you the solutions, so you could try it and then check and see if you did it correctly. And then as you scroll through the textbook and all of these practice examples, it's not the whole page. It ends a little early before this check for understanding. But there are links to videos and helpful things. For instance, here's a link to a video in the textbook. I'm going to talk you through the things they just worked, equal and equivalence. So the resources you have are the reading of the book, the practice problems in each section, the videos in each section, and then at the end of the section, you'll have check for understandings and exercises very similar to the problems in. So first thing I could say that's an important tip for success is to read your textbook before you attempt homework. Textbook is short, easy to read. This is one of the best books I've ever worked with in all of the math classes it's the explaining of things in the actual text itself is not very complicated, and they offer so many practice problems that you could really get a good footing before you start your homework. Tip number 2 for success that I would offer: we try on the homeworks again and again. First, you don't succeed, try again. We have unlocked a lot of opportunity. I think 99 attempts on the homeworks. You could use the homework as mastery. I would also encourage you not to use your notes or your book when you do the homework. You have attempts and see what you get wrong. You treat the homework like the test, then you'll be more prepared for the test. So attempt those homeworks without having any book or notes open or anything like that so that you're prepared for the test when it comes. You'll have another chance. If you do poorly on the homework, you'll have another chance to make up that grade. So I would really encourage you, try the homeworks again and again and really treat them as tests or as a way for you to see how you're doing. Test. Third tip for success in this class, they'll be posted ungraded quizzes or practice quizzes. I think they say practice quiz chapter 1. Do these or I think there's 2 per chapter. If you do these practice quizzes, you're going to really get to see what quizzes are meant to prepare you for the tests. They are ungraded. The homeworks are going to be worth a grade. The quizzes or practice quizzes just to prepare you for the test. Before you're ready for the test, whatever week the syllabus says the test is, I would highly encourage you to do those ungraded practice. Finally, tip number 4, block out a chunk of time to take your test in a quiet, distraction-free zone. Not going to get interrupted because it is timed. You're not going to be able to come back to it once you start. Block out a chunk of time, take your test in a quiet and distractionless. So, 4 tips for success. Read your textbook before starting your work. Practice your homework like you were taking a test. Notes, notebook, again and again and again until you feel you've mastered the material. Do the practice quiz before the test, ungraded, and it's there to tell you how you're doing. Block out a chunk of time to take your test. Quiet and distraction-free zone. The course breakdown is in the syllabus for you to look at and see how things are distributed. The homework assignments are pretty evenly distributed in terms of their point value, while the tests are worth a lot more. Some of your homework assignments are going to look more like discussion posts. That's going to happen as we get more into the real world examples of things. The real world examples being loans, car loans, home loans, leases for cars and homes, making a personal budget. That'll be a discussion post where you interact with other people, methods of savings and investing, and those types of things that are more personalized to you. We're going to work through with our classmates and with our instructor, try to explore them and discuss them together. We'll talk a little bit more about that when it gets closer. I'll introduce some of those in individual videos so that you understand what the difference between the homework sets that are posted in Canvas, discussion board. That'll be a little more of that practical side of the matter. I have full confidence in you to be successful in this course. If you remember those 4 tips for success, you're consistently logging into Canvas, checking on your work, and making sure you're keeping up. A quick reminder, this is an online course, so a lot of this work is going to be done at your own pace week to week. So it's really important for you to stay on top of what's due this week, when you need to do it by, how much you have each week. Not every week has the exact same number of sections because some sections in the book are a little bit longer, some are a little bit shorter. So week to week, you might have 1 homework assignment on 1 week if it's a really long section, and 4, maybe three with a max of 4 on other ones, if they're really short sections with short homeworks. So do keep up with that and look at what's due that week. Make sure you're blocking out time to do it. This is an online course, so it's going to be completely on you to try to allot the time that you need for assignment, topic, and reading through that text. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to your instructor who can help you with the logistics of Canvas, class topics that might be confusing, where and when things are due. Make sure you explore through the Canvas syllabus and through the Canvas course so that you're ready for the semester as it gets started. Excited for you to be taking this class. Best of luck. Thank you.